You got any loose change?
One sheet is enough.
It's working. The paper is drying out.
Pretty disgusting head. There's a small name tag. Pretty disgusting head. There's a small name tag. Sep the Navigator's head. Honoring past adventure gamers who have reached this spot without a shovel and need to load a save game. That doesn't seem to work. Honoring past adventure gamers who have reached this spot without a shovel and need to load a save game. It says, "Here lies a treasure of great value. Dig if ye must, but do not complain if 'tis not what ye expected." I don't want to pick that up. I can't reach that.
Digging!
Hi, Doug. What are you digging?
All right, Delores. I'm just digging stuff in the grand lobby. Mostly holes. But then I buries them again, all neat and tidy.
Okay, Doug. You're doing a good job.
Ta, Delores! Digging! 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 Digging in the entryway! Digging the lobby with my rusty shovel. Ha! I'll lick to hook them holes.
Feeling my way along.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan.
All right, there. You canna come in. Been remodeling with me rusty shovel. Loads of holes around.
I have no idea what you just said. Okay then. I'll be back.
It wouldn't fit in that Tron. It says we're out at the old abandoned pillow factory. Back soon. Safely's first savings manager, Mr. El Palo. I'll have to get through the gate first. Pulling on the padlock isn't opening it.
You got any loose change?
Hey, Willie.
Hi, Delores.
Long time no see.
Well, that's what happens when you piss your uncle off by getting a fancy job at the video game factory. Good job on that, by the way. Chuck was fuming.
I'm sorry my Uncle Chuck destroyed your life.
Your Uncle Chuck was a petty, egotistical, arrogant man. But you're all right, Delores. I guess in your case, the acorn does fall far from the tree.
What happened between you and Uncle Chuck? He never really explained why he had you blacklisted in town.
If you really want to know, I took one of his many girlfriends to see that creepy insult clown perform. Chuck never could stand to lose, even on principle, so he made an example of me.
My uncle was such a jerk.
You're a sweet kid. Now, you might have your uncle's brains, but you still held on to your heart. Don't ever lose that.
How have you been?
Can't complain. Got some new digs in the sewers with a great supply of mushrooms.
Sounds bangin', I guess.
Oh, it sure is. Banging means good, right?
Do you still do watch repair?
I haven't done watch repair in years. Not since your uncle blacklisted me and I lost my business. I used to do watch repair for all the rich and famous of Thimbleweed County.
See you, Willie.
Buy me some kombucha? Loose change?
The future is never written. Welcome to the Thimbleweed Park Occult Bookstore, Delores. The bubblefish has a banana.
It's good to see you again, Marina.
Delores, you little mojo bean. So pleased to see you back in town. If anyone has given you any trouble in the big city, you say the word, and I'll put a hex on them. I've got a really good one I'm dying to use that will turn their bathing suit parts green.
What is it with you and those totally trippin' hexes?
I like to get creative with my craft, dear. On an unrelated note, do you know anyone who deserves a permanent talking zit on their face?
Oh, Marina. Enough with the curses already, jeez. Although, if my sister keeps acting like a total bin bat, I might come back to you. I guess you heard about my uncle?
Ah, yes, dear. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you, though?
If you are sad, then I am sad for you, Delores. Although I can't pretend that the idea of Chuck roasting in the fires of hell doesn't provide me with some amusement.
That's like way harsh, Marina. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really know how to feel right now. People really loved my uncle, didn't they?
It was a mixed bag, my dear. Most of the town adored Chuck, but there were many of us who despised the man and sensed the darkness within.
What did you mean by the darkness my uncle had?
Chuck exuded an aura of greatness, but that greatness was always balanced on a nice edge of good and evil. The man was ruthless and fell into the dark a long time ago.
I thought he wanted me to be happy, but really, he just wanted me to keep his legacy alive. I idolized my uncle, but if that's all I was to him, then I wonder if I ever really knew the man at all. How have things been since I left?
Same old, same old. Leonard ate all the donuts at the Quickie Pal, Ransom is still a jerk, cryptozoologists are hunting the tentacle monsters, the usual. Well, you're the one with the exciting new life as a game developer. Tell me all about it.
Do you really want to hear about my job?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but you gotta keep this under your scarf. We're gonna be bringing out these radical new text adventure games, but plot twist, they're gonna have pictures instead of text. We're calling them clickers because you have to click on the picture instead of just typing. Totally fresh, right?
That sounds very nice, dear. But I already read about that on one of those CompuServe chat rooms.
You were on a CompuServe chat room?
Get a clue, dear. It's 1987. There's a whole new world of online hexing opening up, and there's no way I'm gonna miss out. That and the internet is great for monitoring my stock portfolio.
I had no idea Voodoo was so high-tech these days. Goodbye, Madame Marina.
Come back anytime, Delores. Don't touch the books unless you know what you want.
You got any loose change?
It says we're out at the old abandoned pillow factory. Back soon. Safely's first savings manager, Mr. El Palo. That doesn't seem to work.
Hi, Delores. Oh, let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Welcome to Ricky's Down the Tubes. How can I help you?
Hi, Ricky. It's been a long time. What happened to your bakery?
Oh, I had to pivot. People used to line up around the block for my muffins and pies, but over the past couple of years, business has really slowed down. I'm not complaining, though, because it's given me an opportunity to go in a whole new direction.
And I can see how busy you are selling tubes.
Oh, Delores, you always had such a good sense of humor. This is evening. You should see how busy it is in the afternoon.
Here's an old receipt. Know anything about tube pullers?
I seem to remember a tube puller that we got from Smart Buy Electronics. We bought up all their inventory when they went under. Yes, here it is. This is a top-of-the-line tube puller. Your uncle always bought the best.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Ricky. It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT class. It's out of order. It seems to be out of tokens. It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's an LFG 1982. There's no path beyond this point. It just looks like unfinished temp art from a cut room. It wouldn't fit in that Tron. It wouldn't fit in that Tron. It's a TX1138 tube, and it looks burned out. KSCUM's phone system is now out of order. It wouldn't fit in that Tron. It fits perfectly. I've used this machine before, and it only accepts coupons.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything? Hi, Delores.
Still working at the Quickie Pal, huh?
You know it, D-Delicious. I'm keeping it real here while I work on my inventions.
You're an inventor?
Well, not exactly. But once I figure out how to get what's in my head onto paper, I'll be just like your uncle.
Right. Why would you want to be like my Uncle Chuck?
The man is my hero. He had it all. Babes, brains, and fat stacks of Benjamins. Who wouldn't want to be like him?
Well, me, for one. My uncle wasn't perfect. Uncle Chuck was human, after all. There's another side to the man he showed in public.
Yeah, but I bet it was even more awesome than the one we got to see. I always wished he was my uncle. Although it would have made my crush on you in high school super weird.
Barf-tastic. See ya, Leonard.
Come back soon, Delores.
I've read these same notes too many times already.
Hello, Delores. How's life in the big city?
Having a lot of fun.
Interested in a little interview for the award-winning Nickel? I'm sure our readers would be fascinated.
Maybe after the will reading.
It's a perfect way to get your side of the story out. Local girl makes good making... What is it you make again?
Adventure games.
Ah, games. You mean for kids?
Ever played an adventure game before? They are going to be huge.
Lots of shooting and killing, that sort of thing?
You solve puzzles and navigate great interactive dialogues.
You mean like the one we're having right now?
Yeah, but mine are better written.
I hope so.
I'm a little confused over my feelings for Uncle Chuck.
He was a complex man.
Mind if we talk some more about Uncle Chuck?
Oh, I could write a whole book about his ego and arrogance.
What else do you think about Uncle Chuck?
He was a charmer that could manipulate a crowd.
Can we talk some more about Uncle Chuck? Deep down, do you think he was a good person?
I'm sure he thought he was. That I know.
I think I need to go. Thanks for talking, Natalie.
Bye, Delores. Sorry to hear about your Uncle Chuck's passing.
Bye, Natalie. I can read it fine from here.
Hi, Delores. You back for some more of my great postal jokes?
I'd love to hear a postal joke.
Why did the mailman go into therapy?
I have no idea.
Because he had post-traumatic stress.
That's funny, George. How is life at the post office?
Busy, 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 Delores. Being a federal employee isn't always as glamorous as it sounds. Not that I'm complaining. You know I love serving my country.
Your country thanks you for your service.
You're welcome there, Delores, but there's no need to thank me. I didn't get into postal work for the accolades.
Of course not. How silly of me. Why did you choose to become a mailman?
Well, first of all, let me stop you right there, Delores. You don't choose the path to this uniform. It chooses you.
I see.
Postal work is a calling, sort of like being a priest or a superhero.
Well, I'm stoked to know that the mail is in safe hands.
I'd take a bullet for your packages, Delores. Don't you worry.
Anything new in town since I left?
Not really, unless you count more stores closing down.
Yeah, I'm getting ghost town vibes to the max.
I don't see things getting better now that old Chuck has passed. My condolences, by the way.
You don't think the town might be better off without my uncle?
What? Delores, why would you say a thing like that? Your uncle brought this town prosperity like we'd never seen. Without him, we're like a rowboat without oars.
I guess I just saw a darker side to Uncle Chuck.
Delores, don't you speak ill of the dead. I know you're probably just confused with the grief, but people in this town loved your uncle, so watch what you say. I won't hold it against you, but some folks out there can get pretty nasty if you get on the wrong side of them.
I guess. Thanks, George. It's great to see you love your job. See ya, George.
Come back soon, Delores.
I don't see a way to open it, but I see a switch inside. It's Uncle Chuck's tomb. Flowers always die. I'd rather leave these to rest in peace. Gross. That old tree is blocking the grate entrance.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan. It pains me greatly, but the clown's right. I can't enter private property. It's closed. It's closed. It pains me greatly, but the clown's right. I can't enter private property without a warrant.
Whatever, Red. Great. More? It's locked. Mr. Kozlarek really knows his itch creams.
Well, back to work, Kaboo. I wonder what the guest is up to now.
What? Why can't I leave? I bet it's Xavier keeping me here in this stupid hotel.
Xavier says talking on duty is not allowed. Also, I don't talk to new ghosts. Leave me alone.
That's a rare first edition of my fantastic comic book. Ouch! That burns! That's a rare first edition of my fantastic comic book. It's my joke book, but there are 4 pages missing. I'm not going in there. They did a whole half-hour hatchet job call-in special on my last performance.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. I've been collecting dust pixels for years. Thanks.
Happy to help. Fascinating.
Thank you. The label says Pillow Bear, the toy that can be turned into a pillow. I'll just take a little hug to keep me going. Oh, it's Ball Blaster for the Atari 5200. It was a pretty good game. Had RD physics and anti-aliasing and 3 lines of haze on the horizon. Too bad it got pirated before release.
Diggin'!
It's not a compatible computer. It's not a compatible computer.